let it hit you, Daniel.
Huh?
Don't let it hit you.
I know, I hate this part. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Daniel and you are watching Triple R Farms. What we got on tap for today for me is nothing but picking cotton. That's right, that's what I'll be doing all day long. As for Dad and the rest of the crew, they got moved over to Toggleville yesterday afternoon, got started cutting the beans over there. Dad said the beans are not as good as we thought they were going to be. They're cutting about 50 bushels. A little disappointing for that land over there. Usually we get better yields, but it did have that root disease over there where basically the plant basically had no feeder roots to feed the plant. And we had a lot of them die over there. So a little bit worse than we thought it was gonna be, but it is what it is. But anyway, they're over there, they're 60 miles away from me. So normally, what we would do if they were close, the soybean crew would come over here, help me get my cotton picker ready to pick. Then they would go to the soybean field and get their combine and stuff ready. But since we're so far away, you guessed it, I'm on my own. It's just me and y'all. So what I thought I would do this morning, I thought I'd bring y'all along and walk you through exactly what we do to get this cotton picker prepped for harvest every morning. So let's get this video started. It's just not gonna work. It's too close. All right, we're gonna have to hook my truck up to this trailer, get it situated like I want it, and because it's just too close to this trailer, this hose won't reach the pump and all that. So bear with me, guys. It's the very first morning. We got to get everything situated like we like it. So we're gonna move this. We're gonna move the picker right here, and then we'll get started. Gonna work. Right here. So I guess since we got the water line hooked up, we'll go ahead and stay on the water right now. We're gonna be using Schaefer's. This is spindle cleaner right here. Never used it before, but we've used a lot of their products and everything's been really good. So we're gonna try it out this year. So that is what we're using. If anybody wanted to know, since I've never used it, I gotta read and figure out exactly how much it wants me to put in. Okay, initially treat 1 gallon to 100 gallons of water for the first 3 days. Then adjust rate down to 1 gallon to 200 gallons of water until the stain appears. Okay. So I guess we will be sticking with the 1 gallon to 100 gallons for 3 days. So I got 150 gallons still left in my tank from yesterday. So 350 gallon tank. So we'll be putting in, you guessed it, 2 gallons. top off. Almost there. Gotta be quick right here. There she goes. So the water is done. Now we're moving on to the next project, which would be these heads right here. We got to start cleaning them out. Let's get it going. First, you need this right here, homemade, and then you need that. Woo! See how dirty they are? What we'll be doing is taking this scraper right here, right down the door. Clean it. These water pads right here, look how nasty they are. Yeah. Look at that. Woo! See all that? What you do is you just grab your hand, go around the back, and pull it off. See? Clean all in here with this thing, like so. Scrape all down this. Clean this out back here, it's always dirty. You guessed it, pop this baby open, clean the door, clean all in here. Get all that off. Clean the bottom. Yep, we got water pads back here. And then we'll clean all of those and then all in there. And then you're done. Same thing, get your hand, go all the way around it, get it off, throw it on the ground. Then you gotta do 5 other ones, 6 total. Let's get started.
We didn't have much to worry about. We washed them out every morning.
I've tried doing it with that air compressor that blows real hard. Man, it just blows all back on you. You get filthy.
Can I tell old war stories from out here?
Yeah.
30 years ago, we'd come to the field, have, I think it's 23 people with 7 pickers. 4 module, was it 4 module builders or 5?
5, I think.
5, and then 3 bowl buggies. So it's quiet.
I'll never forget. I don't know who was driving the module builder. But we were down there. What was that field called? Past the Togville we rented. You go past Togville, take a right.
Well, it's Pearson's.
The Pearson place?
Yeah.
I'll never forget. Guy was moving the module builder. You know, you have to lock the cylinders on those wheels when you lift them up.
Yeah.
He didn't do that.
And he drug it all the way down there?
And he was going down the road, you know, all those hay fields right there. That thing seat down, and was just dragging the ground. It was sparks going all over behind it. It caught both of those hay fields on both sides of the road on fire. He had a fire that followed him all the way that field.
Oh man. Pull them out if I can.
You see some that's choked up?
Yeah, there's a whole wad of them right in here that's completely plugged, but I mean it's not.
Most of them you can see through, right?
Yeah. We'll blow these out.
What is that, battery operated?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yep.
That thing is battery operated.
Yeah.
How that? Battery operated air compressor. Never thought I'd ever see that, but who knows. For those of y'all who are new to the channel, if you don't know who Philip is, Philip actually helped us out in the spring when we were planting all the crops. He helped get all that done, and then he had to go do something else. But hopefully he'll be back to help us sometime during harvest, maybe toward the end of the harvest. We can get him back to helping us. But anyway, he was just in the area. Thought he'd stop by. He planted this cotton, so he's been watching it all year, and he's been very interested in seeing how it's yielding. So anyway, he was just stopping by to see what he can do to help. There she is. Alright guys, so we cleaned the heads out. Philip has cleaned the basket up there, got it clean. We filled up with water. We got enough diesel to run today. So the last thing we got to do, well, there's two more things we got to do. I'm going to blow out that radiator with that air compressor over there. It's got a little bit stronger volume of air, so I'm going to blow that out before we get started, see if it runs hot and stuff. So we'll do that, and then the only thing left to do is grease the heads, which I'll show y'all. The very last thing we got to do is grease the head. You got to go here and you got to hit this button, puts it in the greasing mode. Now we're ready to go down there and get the little tether out, and you'll see the heads turn and we'll get to greasing. Pull this little baby out. So what it's doing is it's pulling grease out of this big tank right here, the yellow one up there. That's the grease that we put in there. Anyway, it's going through tubes and going into each row unit. And what we do is we take this little cover off right here, and I wait to see if grease will start coming out of those top little spindles right there. Make sure every bar has grease coming out of each one of those right out the top, and then you're supposed to look to do it correctly is I think the top 3 or 4 spindles. If you see grease coming out, it goes into the bar right there where it's got that little bushing. You see grease coming out of the 3rd to 4th spindle, then you can cut it off. But normally we just look right here when we see grease around every one of those, and then we cut it off. You don't want to be this guy. Before we start picking, as you can tell, we are not anywhere near the shop. So the shooting, the basketballs, the cans, and the trash can, we're gonna have to kind of improvise. And I had somebody that made a comment that said it's football season, so start throwing them like a football. So you know what makes perfect footballs? These little guys right here make perfect miniature little footballs. So what do you say we back of the truck, 5 of them? Let's do it. What do you think? 3 out of 5, or are you gonna give me 4 out of 5? Because it did go in, but then it came out. Football edition. How do y'all like it? Yeah, Monday, October 3rd, filling up the diesel tank this morning, draining the air off of it, and then we got to put diesel in it, and then we'll put air back on it, and then we'll pull this bad boy down to Lounsboro. Unfortunately, I'm going to be by myself again today, getting the cotton picker ready. Got to do the same exact thing as we did the other day. Anyway, Dad and the soybean crew will be over in Otaugaville all day cutting beans, so we will not see them at all probably in this video. They're right over there right now getting their trucks ready. Got James and Roy over there. So let's fill this baby up with diesel. Let's get to Lounsboro. Huh?
Don't let it hit.
I know, I hate this part. I'm always afraid that thing's gonna pop up and hit me in the face, and we never do wait till the air is completely always drained. Just we get tired of sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting, and so that's what we always do. Hello?
I was racing my header to grease underneath, and I cut the switch off. Of course, I did it pretty quick, and now she won't stay cranked up. It's got a code that says E-stop function activated.
Did you do something too quick?
I cranked it up, lifted it, and cut it off too quick.
Man, I'm on the last row. This is taking a long time by yourself. But anyway, I'll finish up this row right here, and then all the heads will be cleaned. I've already filled up with diesel, so don't have to do that. We got to fill up with water, spindle cleaner, and then I also I want to blow out that radiator again. I did that Friday to help with the cotton picker overheating and all, and it really helped. It never ran hot, but it got really close one time. So if I have time, I'm gonna try to blow it out again. I don't know if you heard, but Dad basically shut down his combine. I think he cranked it up real quick to do something and let it down, and he cut it all before the computer, all the computers booted up and all and synced with each other, throwing some kind of weird code. And anyway, he may have locked up the combine. So he's calling Big Joe right now to see if he can walk him getting that thing back going. Because right now it won't even let him crank the combine up. Whew. I know he is in a panic. Oh man, the sensor on the tailgate where I got the little lint out, anyway, was still giving me trouble. I got something going on there. Every time when I go to eject the bell, it raises up and it stops the ejection process like halfway through it. Can you believe it? Blowing that sensor out, I don't know what it did, but obviously there was a piece of lint in there. Something was dangling every time it tried to dump a bale, but ever since I've blown it out, we've made like 8 round modules and no trouble. So keep your fingers crossed. It is working perfect right now. As for this video, guys, we are done. Hope y'all enjoyed it. It's been another awesome day here in Alabama for picking cotton. Dry weather. Cotton is just as fluffy as you can get it. We're picking almost every piece of lint. I'll go over all this stuff in the next video of what I look at on all these monitors. But as for this one, we are out of time. We're going to end the video with some cool drone footage. So see you on the next one, guys. We're out.